if you're seeing this, maybe it's meant for you. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm just a dude yapping to a camera, right? But I'm back. I'm back in my hometown. Back in my hometown, back in the town that I spent most of my life growing up. And, you know, I coming back, spending a night there, you know, because I'm only here for an event, right? But being back and actually, you know, seeing the dynamic that I've grown up in, seeing all the things that I've had, I realized just how far I've come, right? I used to let the past control my present all the time, right? Like, literally all of the time. I used to let all of the things that were happening to me, around me, I used to let other people affect my mental, which in turn affected everything that I've done, right? You know, I would be very secluded because I was scared of opening up, or, you know, I stayed to myself so much because I was surrounded by so much chaos that I didn't really know what to do, right? And so instead of externalizing those feelings, I internalized them, and I stayed inside. I stayed to myself, right? And you know, I realized just how much I've grown because that stuff doesn't affect me nearly as much. What I'm referring to specifically, I'm referring to my, oh, that sucks. I'm referring to my parents, right? My family dynamic, right? I grew up with a lot of chaos, right? I grew up around a lot of chaos, right? It was very much an unsettling environment to grow up in, right? But that's what I did. That's the life that I had, right? And I used to let that affect me so much. But now, you know, being away from them for a couple months, right? And then coming back, I realized just how much I'm able to be thankful for, you know? I never give myself any grace, right? I usually beat myself up pretty hard any time like I do something wrong, right? Whether it's something that was conditioned because I used to get my ass whipped all the time, you know, whether it was just you know, my need for approval, and so because I didn't really receive a lot of love, and so I always wanted to do things right. And so if I didn't, I felt like I was a failure, like no matter what it was, right? You know, I realized I never give myself any grace, right? Even when I do things right, you know? And I'm starting to learn that, right? To learn to actually forgive myself and to not punish myself for, you know, anything that I do wrong, right? Now, that doesn't mean to ignore it, right? Definitely not ignore, right? Because I take full accountability of my actions. I didn't always, right? I didn't always take full accountability. I used to like blame other external factors, but now, you know, I take full accountability for everything that I do, right? Everything that happens to me, because at the end of the day, it's where I am in life. That's all me. That's because of me. But I digress, you know. I never give myself any grace, and you know, I'm learning that, you know, being hard on myself doesn't help me as much as I thought it did, you know. All it's doing is it's just my mind, you know, just stabbing me all the time, you know, just stabbing me like, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that, you should have did that, you know. And it's like learning to be content within myself. I don't know if you can see all the bugs flying around me, but that's okay. You know, it's just nature. It's just nature. They chilling. I'm in their space, so whatever. But yeah, be content with myself and be grateful for all the things that I do have. Being grateful and blessed to even have all the opportunities that I do have. I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be alive, and I hope whoever's watching this, I hope you can come to the same conclusion, take some time to really sit into knowing that, you have all these different blessings and maybe you don't realize them, or you have all these different experiences that help you, shape you, but you don't have to let the past control your present. You don't have to let the past control your present, You can choose, you can either choose to wake up in pain, from what happened, right? Whether it's from childhood, whether it's from a relationship, an experience, right? Or you can choose to start every day anew. You can choose to start every day anew and be grateful to be able to live in this new human experience. So that's what every day is. It's a new experience, right? That's what I'm choosing to do. And I want to share just how grateful, I am to even be able to come to these conclusions. I used to, like I said, I used to beat myself up all the time. Like, I was my own worst enemy, right? Because I let the past control my present every day. I used to constantly just sit and just analyze everything, right, that happened. And I would always blame, like, just other things instead of taking accountability. But now, I'm older now. I realize all the things that I'm blessed to have going for me. And I choose to start every day anew. It's a beautiful sunny day. I was able to go out for a walk. A lot of people can't say that. And, I'm sitting next to this murky river right now, which is beautiful in its own way. Life is nice, and I'm really glad to just be alive. Because I know at one point I wasn't. At multiple points, I wasn't glad to be alive. I used to not want to be here. I used to not want to be on this beautiful planet Earth, right? Because of all the chaos that was happening. I let the past control my present so much that it internalized deeply within me to the point of not wanting to be here, right? And I'm glad that, I was able to do a lot of work to be able to overcome those feelings, right? But maybe whoever's watching this, maybe you still struggle with thoughts of not wanting to be here. Maybe you feel maybe it's not worth living. Maybe you feel it's not worth it to keep going because things just keep going wrong. I'm here to tell you it's not the case. It is worth it to keep going. It is worth it to see another day. It is worth it to be able to wake up another day anew, to see the beautiful sun rise once again, to see the beautiful environment all around you. It is worth it to be able to hang out with people that you care about, to be able to see people that care about you. If you have good relationship with your family, to be able to hang out with them, okay? It is worth it to be able to see all the animals around us, all the life around us, all the life gleaming so beautifully. It is worth it. I didn't realize that at one point, but now I do. And I want to share it, because the past, all my experiences, all the chaos, all the doubt, all the fear, the neglect, the trauma, all of that, it internalized so deeply within me. But I'm choosing to alchemize that pain and turn it into something more beautiful. And I want to share that, because life is beautiful. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, there's always beauty to be found. You just got to look for it. But it starts with not letting the past control your present and choosing to see every day as a new person, because you are a new person. But yeah, that's what I got. You know, I'm gonna just sit out here for a while and really think, but I wanted to share that, you know, while all these bugs are flying around me. I think they love me. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end this off right here. If you're seeing this, I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself, because the only person who could take care of you is you. And always remember, don't let the past control your present. Choose to see every day as a new day, because that's what it is. And you are a new person every day. Have a good one.